Hi, I'm Austin Griggs, and it's about a year and a half into this RattyMuscleCars thing that I started to get people excited about the fact that you can drive muscle cars without them being perfectly restored and on a budget, without being ridiculed and shamed at local car shows and things, and that it's time that we get these cars out from our carports or our backyards and get them the parts they need, the small cheap stuff, brakes, valve jobs, doing the suspension work, and just getting the small things worked out and dealt with so we can drive these cars and enjoy them. Well, what I didn't realize that a year and a half would bring would be 60,000 followers strong across all of our social media sites, and that we would have a full-fledged website that we're working on day in and day out to get uh, more information out there. There's a forum site coming very soon that will be added to our website. Didn't realize that we were going to open up a Ratty Muscle Car store to sell calendars and T-shirts and hoodies and things of that nature. Uh, I never realized these things were going to happen, but what I'm starting to look forward to is that people are throwing around the idea to us that maybe you guys should have a TV show. You guys could be just as good as the guys that we're watching on television at dinner time. Well, it didn't take much investigation for me to realize that those people have, that have said these things, you know, aren't far from the truth. We have a larger fan base through our followings of social media that are bigger than that of many of the TV shows that you see about cars. Uh, and I feel like we can bring something to the market that you don't see now, and that being that, if you turn on the television right now, you're going to watch things that are staged, overpriced, and it doesn't really appeal to the car guy, working man who's doing things on a budget. If you don't have 30, 80, 60, $100,000 to pump into these cars, then there's nothing you can do that's going to be the same as what you're seeing on TV. But what I would like to do is throw in a mixture of buying cheap cars, turning them, and when I say turn them, I don't mean fully restore them. I mean put some brakes on them, do the suspension work, re-ring the motor, do a valve job on it, and send it off to the next enthusiast that wants to finish it. The guy that probably would have been too scared to start from scratch when it was, sitting in the weeds and sitting on broken suspension with no motor, no transmission. Some people need to see it go down the road before they have any confidence in themselves that they can do that too. Well, we really want to get it ignited into people that this stuff's not that hard. There's no reason why you shouldn't be enjoying the car that you loved when you were in high school, be it a Torino, a Chevelle, a Nova, a Duster, a Coronet, whatever. All of those cars are exciting cars that you won't get any of that feel in a new car. There's nothing out there, I don't care how much horsepower it has, how fast it goes, nothing is going to give you that feel that you remember from that 60s and 70s muscle car. And I think it's about time that the working man has an outlet to get excited about these things. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be enjoying it. Car guys know that, uh, it being a car guy is it's like being on a drug that can't kill you. It's there's no other way I can explain it, but maybe if you're at a social event and you meet another car guy, you guys talk, it's like you're talking another language. People around you don't even understand what you're saying because you're talking about setting up gears in the rear end. You're talking about what brake spindles will go on what, so you can run this kind of brake, and you're talking about what crankshaft will go into this motor and make this cubic inches, and what your buddies had. Car guys speak another language, and I think it's about time that those guys have an outlet on television that they can really connect with the host of the shows, which would be yours truly and a few of my friends, and real car guys. These are people that I want all of you guys to know and maybe learn a thing from two from us. And we want to pick your brains. We don't know everything. We want to get out and go and interview you about your car, go for a ride in it, do some burnouts in it. We're going to buy and sell cheap things, and we're going to stumble upon some rare finds. And all of this stuff we want to bring to your television and entertain you in your evening, so that when you got a little bit of jingle in your pocket, you can afford to go do whatever it is to your Nova, so you can get it out and enjoy it this spring in the car show season. So please stay tuned. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube. And be sure to get excited and tell your friends a little bit about what Ratty Muscle Cars is, and that, you know, these cars can be enjoyed without being perfect. There's no shame in that. So stay tuned to Ratty Muscle Cars.